Sushanth, the FIFA World Cup fever 2022 has gripped the world, and we have seen some amazing matches already taking place. Whether it is Richarlison's wonder goal in Brazil versus Serbia, or Ronaldo's super fantastic goal as ever, or Croatia's comeback win over Canada, dominance by Asian teams, if I would say. We are loving everything about the FIFA World Cup. Now, welcome to Sports Kira Presents Ramco Cement Presents SK Kickoff. Yes, where we are previewing some of the games from the World Cup has to offer. This is Namita Sachdev, and I must tell you, Ramco Cement is equals to right product for the right application. And I always say, you are at Sports Kira, the right place for the right show.
We have got Ramco Supercrete.
We built this nuclear plant with it. It will never develop smallest of cracks.
High-strength cement, crack-free concrete. Ramco Supercrete.
Let's welcome back our lovely guest, ex-Indian international and East Bengal FC legend, Mr. Alvito and a player who had an illustrious and fantastic career, renowned with multiple clubs like Mahindra United at East Bengal and Kerala Blaster, Mr. Sushanth Mathews. Both of you, welcome to Sports Kira. How are you?
Hi, Namita. How are you doing?
Absolutely perfect. My first question goes to both of you. Like, how surprised are you guys looking at the countries making it to top 16? Starting with you, Sushanth.
Yes, we have seen some great matches in this World Cup, especially from those outstanding performance from Asian teams. That give us lots of proud feel. Being an Asian, they are competing with big teams from Europe and South America. This is like something like the big stage for Asian teams to show their quality and performance. That's absolutely tremendous. But the league, the group stage game was, when you see at the group standing, every group was, there is crucial matches. And the second matches, group second matches were crucial always. And big teams are struggling, and the upcoming teams are fighting for their proud and whatever. They are trying to do the best. The match is going absolutely the right way, and the people, football lovers, are loving all the matches. It's amazing matches. Yesterday we saw Germany and Spain. Oh, what a thrilling, what a intensity the match was. 1-1 draw. Anytime, any team can score something. No, you cannot take the eyes from the television. The match was so high intensity.
Absolutely.
I would just add one thing to this as Namita, the question what you had asked for Sushanth, I don't know if it goes the same to me as well. But then, yes, there are quite a lot of interesting matches that we have seen so far in this World Cup. And definitely one team that has really impressed us all, including myself, but I don't know if everyone would agree with me or not, I don't know. But we always look at the big guns, big names, big players. But then there's one team who has really caught everyone's eyes, I would say, is Morocco. The way they played, the way they beat Belgium yesterday. It's not just because they defeated Belgium yesterday, but then I think in both the matches, they played against one of the top most teams like Belgium. As we know, they had a fantastic 2018 World Cup. Croatia, again, among the top 4 nations. And the way they played against them, they have not conceded a goal. Last night, they had 2 awesome goals scored. And I think that is one team who can go much, much further. I mean, and if we talk about this group, surely one of the favorites might be knocked out in this group. So, either Croatia or maybe Belgium, we might see them going past the group stage. But anyways, apart from them, I think then one more match that we are really excited to watch is between Iran and US. That's going to be a cracker of the game as well. So, and these two teams have been playing really outstanding football. Iran, after a humiliating defeat from England, they have bounced back. They won against Wales. What a performance that was, especially in the second half. And I think US, the way they have played against England, one of the mighty teams, or one of the teams, or one of the contenders for this year's World Cup, they really played an outstanding football. And I think US we should also appreciate them is because of their age. They are the youngest team in this competition, and the way they played against the experienced side like England, I think they are one team to be watched out for as well in this competition.
Very nice. So today we are going to talk about Brazil versus Switzerland match and about Portugal versus Uruguay. Four teams are really important and the matches are really critical or crucial, I would say. So starting with Brazil versus Switzerland. As we all know, Sushanth, in the last two face-offs of Brazil and Switzerland in 2018, back then in 1950 World Cup also, we have seen a match drawn at the same time. What are your predictions or I would say the expectations for today's match from both the teams?
Yes, like expectations really high for Brazil. You know, the favorite tournament favorite, one of the team from Brazil. Like many fans were waiting to watch. Brazil is showing their same performance like last match. They have a tremendous team. The lineup, you saw the lineup. Everyone will like wonder how the players are. All the top players playing in the top league in the world, and they are very much they are performing really well. And you can see the team standing, and they are playing a beautiful football. And the other side, you can see Switzerland is not a small team. They have a good history, like they can overcome the situation. Although they won the first match, beating Cameroon, give them more confident to face Brazil. But they really know the coach got a special tactics for playing against Brazil. I am sure there will be some changes maybe, and they have got the right plan to face the Brazil team, because everyone knows it's not a small match. Tournament favorites Brazil is like a storm. You can say that if they coming for an attack one by one, like it's never stop their attacks. If they are leading by 6 goal, if they are 7 goal or 12 goals, Brazil got that tremendous attacking football. And the way they play, everyone surprised. The passes, the goals. We saw Richarlison wonder goal. Everyone loved that. And the other side, Switzerland, they got a good history in World Cup also. They are not just a small team. So it is very interesting. And I would say like Brazil not going to easy win. They have to work really hard to beat Switzerland, because Switzerland is a country they can hold the big gains.
Absolutely. Alvi, if I ask you, in the absence of Neymar due to his ankle injury, what do you think? Who would take the responsibility to take the team forward?
Obviously, the first responsibility will be taken by the coach, who to replace with. But then the good thing is they have a lot of depth in the team. They are a team with so many options up front, and we all knew about it. The squad when was announced, when they had 9 strikers, and we were like surprised to see the team list which has 9 strikers in the team. So, and the reason is because they play with 2 wide wingers, and they're also known as strikers, the wide strikers. And this Brazil team, I would say, any of the players are also on the bench would definitely be one of the, a key player for any country. Like, for example, if we talk about Rodrigo, if we talk about Martinelli, if we talk about Anthony, we talk about Gabriel Jesus. So any player would be an asset for the team. I mean, if they were not born in Brazil, they would surely be in the first choice for any other coaches. But anyway, so Neymar's injury, yes, of course, it's a big loss for Brazil. But we hope that to see him maybe in the later stages of the match of the tournament. But I think, as for me, it all depends whether the coach is going to go with 2 strikers, with 2 wide wingers. But I think that's not the formation what Tite would definitely look at. But the right option would be to start with Rodrigo, if I'm not wrong. So this is what I would predict, wherein Rodrigo starts from the as a number 10, Vinicius starts on one side, and then we have Rafinha on the other side. Or the next option could also be Martinelli for an outstanding performance that he's been playing in the club football. So these guys are the option what the coach has. I am not really worried about who's going to play in place of Neymar, but definitely whoever is going to play will definitely give his more than 100%. And I think Brazil, although they would be missing Neymar, they are still going to rise to that performance what we have seen in the last match. But as Sushanth said, it's not going to be that easy match because Switzerland has always been a hard nut for Brazil. They have always struggled to when it comes to Switzerland. So Switzerland with this last match win, they are high on confidence. But I think the performance what Brazil has given us or shown to us in the last match, I think they are the clear favorites. But they can't take the Switzerland lightly because Switzerland, if not a win, they would at least come for a point against Brazil.
Definitely, it should be a point of concern for Brazil as well because they are playing with Switzerland and the fact that they have played the game, even Switzerland played the game so very well and excellently. Although Brazil have an excellent squad, I would say. If I would talk more about Brazil and Switzerland, I would say, Sushanth, Brazil is on the verge of making another record. If it wins today's match, it's the 17th in their list. What do you say?
Yes, anytime you can compare with Brazil, like they are 5-time champion in the World Cup, and they got that majority, and no, they have that confidence, that team, the way they are gelling when the 11 players gelling in the field, it's wonderful. Any fans like they simply die-hard fans like even our guest Alvito continuously watching their performance, and a team like Brazil, I would say you can expect a lot from them. If it is their day, they simply score many goals, and experienced players were there, and the captain Silva, he is leading the team, and the experience he got the championship of champion with Chelsea, and the midfield and the striking force everywhere they are like upper hand with any other players in this tournament. So that is the main special what you call special tactics, and the way coach managing the players, it's very difficult, the star players, world star players, managing them as a team, as a unit is very difficult, but he is doing a tremendous job as a coach, and he's keeping everyone happy. Although we don't know, but it seems like they are happy. They are enjoying every bit of moment of the way they coming for tour with that Brazilian music, samba, dance, and all. Every fans and every football fan, not only Brazil fan, every football fan loving it, and and they are showing it what they got in the field. The passes, I say no, I am but I love see Brazil playing the way they are passing their tricks, the goal like wonderful goals, not from Richard, from long back. We are seeing their tremendous, wonderful goals. The names shows that from Pele, Ronaldo, Lima, and Rivaldo, the Roro, what you call the Roro gang, everyone is best. So I would say this Switzerland going to have a hard time because defending Brazil is not a easy job. You cannot watch only one player from Brazil. Every player is equally good. So it's difficult for Switzerland.
Absolutely, you have said it rightly, and we could see that excitement of the fans and their celebration, and we also feel like so excited looking at the faces of the fans because the matches are all also crucial and critical for the fans as well, along with the teams and players. LV and Sushanth, both of you, please tell me how many goals would you think Brazil would score and Switzerland would score today, or it would be a draw? क्या होने वाला है आज?
As a Brazil supporter, I don't want the match to head towards a draw. Okay, but it's going to be a very difficult game because, as we see in the past records, although Brazil has played outstanding football in the last match, they would definitely be considered as one of the favorites to win today's match. But they have to really work hard for it, because football, sometimes any team or any player can have an off day, and you need the hard work from all the players. It's a team game, right? So everybody has to pull up their socks. Now, in the absence of Neymar, how much are they prepared? Whoever plays in that position, how well prepared he is. How much is he eager to replace Neymar? That's going to be something very interesting to look out for. And definitely, whoever plays in that position, the rest of the other players, they need to play the same kind of football. But definitely, I would consider as Brazil, watching them play in the last match, and not only because of the last match, but the past record what they have been having in the World Cup, as well as in the qualifying rounds in their qualifying group, and overall the record what they have been having, scoring like around 42 goals, considering and considering the least number of goals. So I think Brazil should be winning this match again by a margin of 2 goals.
Okay, wow. And Sushanth, what are your thoughts on that?
It's like the football is a game we cannot predict properly. Any day, any team can come up with a surprising. So we know Switzerland is not a bad team. They know how to defend the big games like Brazil or Argentina, or which if it is in Spain or whichever team. We are seeing that in the World Cup. This is not a club level tournament. This is a World Cup, and everyone knows when the draws comes, the team and the players are training hard for those big gains. So it is not easy for Brazil. If they break the defending log, if they get 1 goal, Brazil, then they will score maybe 3 or 4 goals. But it's like a surprising pack. Like you cannot simply say, "Oh, Brazil simply win 6 goals or 7 goals." But I would say Brazil win. I don't know how many goals, but there is a chance to win. That's all.
And being an anchor of the show, being the host of Sports Kida, I would say both the teams means the match will draw. Both the teams will score 3-3. Brazil 3, Switzerland 3. Okay. So my knock is safe now.
that will be a big entertaining match then. Like 3-3 is like very huge. Am I right, Alvito?
Yeah, you're right. But as a Brazil fan, I would not like to see the scoreline as 3-3. And I doubt whether if Brazil can score 3, they're going to concede 3 or not, because they've been having an outstanding tournament so far. But anyways, keeping all that aside, let's keep our fingers crossed and hoping that Brazil wins this match tonight.
We are already having the fingers crossed, and now we'll go talking about furthermore about Portugal versus Uruguay. Both the teams excellently know how to make the match difficult for the other team, I would say. So what are you expecting out of today's match? Because anyone who would win today will have an upper hand in the match.
Yes, yes. It's going to be another interesting match tonight. Although Portugal, they are high on confidence after winning the last match against a good side, I would say, the African side, Ghana. And Uruguay, they had a draw against the South Koreans. But then again, when it comes to the second round, it's always a difficult time for all the teams, because this match is going to be like a decider for both the teams, whether they can go through to the next round or not. So coming to the record-wise, yes, maybe in 2018 World Cup or in the last World Cup, they might have lost to Uruguay, but I feel in this year, I would consider the Portugal team having a slight edge over Uruguay. Couple of reasons. One is because they've really been playing well in the last couple of matches. Uruguay, Suarez, no, happy to see him. Cavani, all these guys are there in the team. But I think they have crossed their prime age wherein, the teams would consider Suarez or Cavani as one of the topmost players. But yes, on their given day, they're still at their best. So this needs to be also kept in mind, like the Portugal's defense needs to consider them as one of the hard nuts in the team, as well as we have Darwin Núñez, who's been playing outstanding for the club side, as well as even in the last match, although they couldn't score goals, but he was one player to be watched out. Another guy who has been very impressive, although he has not played too many matches in the club level, but he's one player who would be one for the future, as you call him, Palestri, who plays for Manchester United, although not too
Yes.
many starts. But this boy is going to be a wonder boy in the coming years. So, it's going to be a good contest between the Uruguayan strike force along with the Portuguese defense. So, but overall, as you asked me, like, who you think are going to be the favorites, but I would still consider Portugal a slight edge over Uruguay, and I think Portugal should manage to get past to Uruguay.
Sushanth, what do you think? Will the strike force of Uruguay's attackers Suarez, Cavani, Nunes will manage to score goals against Portugal today?
Yeah, it's like another difficult match for both of them. Although Portugal us like already, and when you is means international match, five international match. They were doing quite okay type, not so good and not so bad, but the way playing in the Uruguayan attacking force. If you take about Cavani and Suarez, they are not at the prime level. But when we talk about the striking force of Uruguay for all time, like Dio Forlan, they have a player like Diego Forlan and all. They got tremendous scoring abilities. And come to the Suarez or Cavani, last recent years, they are not up to the mark compared to Diego Forlan and all. And the new player like Nunes, the 23-year-old Liverpool star, like 10 appearance for a club team and 5 goals and assists too. He is something we have to talk about. The absence of Cavani and Suarez, because the way Suarez played the last match as a football fan, as a professional player was me. His body language is not that no, like Alvito knows. He's not that fit for the World Cup. We didn't expect him to play this World Cup. Like the way he is playing, the way he is put on weight, I don't like the way he is starting with the team. But youngsters like in Nunes and many other players are there in the bench. So coach going to maybe go to good plan for this Portugal team. The other side, Portugal is really doing well. They got players like Fernandes and Rafael Leo. All that players are really doing well in the club level and for national team. So the bright future of Portuguese team, Rafael Leo.
Yes.
He is like one of the best performance in the series for AC Milan, contributing 10 goals in 12 matches. So the difficult situation was there for Uruguayan team, because Uruguayan team is like struggling to get those goals. The main thing is, if you don't score, you can win. So who is going to score? That is what the striking force, and Uruguayan striking force is bit low. So it's difficult for Uruguay, but now these Latin American teams, their fighting spirit, they do whatever they want, like the defending or attacking and the midfield, the tacklings, all will be there. So it's a surprising match. It's they have to win the second match. Uruguay have to win. Then only the World Cup dream alive. Otherwise, they are going to be out of this tournament. So this is going to be interesting match.
Talking about Ronaldo, LV, do you think that Portugal is too reliant or on Ronaldo? What do you say after seeing at his performance after in the Ghana wala match?
See, I don't think Portugal is too reluctant on Portugal. I mean, on Ronaldo. But then, of course, we have to consider him as one of the leaders. Maybe a lot of critics, maybe a
Yes.
lot of criticism when it comes to the club level. But I think he still has got a lot of things to, offer to the team. Like if you see the records, appearances like 191 goals, 117 assists, 41 hat-trick, 10. So what else can you expect from a player like him? So he's a role model. He's an icon. He's a leader. He has all the qualities. I mean, he has not just been Ronaldo for the sake of being a Ronaldo. He has proved to be a Ronaldo because he has achieved his records. So maybe people might be saying he's crossed his prime age or Ronaldo is not at his best of his form. But I think he needs to keep all that aside and he has to focus on which we've seen him doing it. Although the last match wasn't a great start, but the goal from a penalty, I think definitely will motivate him. And that motivation will help not only him, but also towards the team to give their better performance in today's match against Uruguay. Because if they win tonight, then they are through to the round of 16. So keeping this in mind, I'm sure Ronaldo and along with all the other teammates would definitely be a winning performance we are going to see from them tonight.
So all our fingers crossed for Portugal and Uruguay as well. What do you say? This would be a match to watch out for. It means a delight to watch out this match because our heartbeats are like up and down before watching this match. So how many goals Portugal? How many goals Uruguay? Starting with you, Sushanth.
Yeah, it's like like every match, I really don't want to take the goals. Like prediction is very difficult, but I think Portugal defense is not up to the mark. They go to the Manchester City, this Ruben Dias for them, but they exceed the goal in last match. I can assure that Portugal defense is rock and solid.
Yeah.
So there will be goal, and the other side Uruguay have to win. So I think Uruguay going to win by 1 goal, or
Oh
this is
wow.
going to be a draw match.
Kya baat hai. And Elvi, did you ever try to like close your eyes and decide which team will win? Who's the predicted winner for you?
I
Did you
don't need
try
to
to do
close
it
my
today?
eyes and think about it. I can even predict with my eyes open. So obviously,
Wow.
So my prediction, as I said, I think there's a slight edge for Portugal over Uruguay, and yes, I would go with a scoreline of 2-1 in favor of Portugal. Yes, rightly, Sushanth has said that the defense doesn't look that good, but they have got some very good players in the center of the defense as well as on the two side backs.
And the attack
João,
ended.
João Cancelo, as for me, I would consider is one of the best side backs. But definitely they need to have a compact defense, a well disciplined defense. But yes, one guy I would really want to see him starting in tonight's match is Rafael Leao, although he had not had the start in the last match. But yes, this guy, I would love to see him in the starting 11. He scored, probably that might be his first touch that he scored in the last match, coming as a sub. But today, I hope to see him in the starting 11.
Very nice.
And
So
Javo
predictions are
Felix
up to
is
the
there.
Yeah, of course, Joao Felix is there, but then we can have
Please.
Joao Felix on one side and Rafael Leao on the other side, and maybe Otavio who can come as a sub, or maybe this is what the formation in the last match was. Ronaldo played as a number 9, then Joao Felix on one side and Otavio on the other side. So maybe in place of Otavio, a better option could be Rafael Leao, but it also depends on the coach, because if the coach feels that Rafael Leao could be a super sub, so he might want to start with Otavio and then get Rafael Leao as a super sub in the team, as we saw him doing in the last match.
And you must be aware of Uruguayan defense. They are like Atletico Madrid
Uruguay.
superstar.
Uruguay.
They know how to defend these star players.
Yeah, but then we should also look at the weaknesses that all the teams have come in this competition. Yes, everyone comes prepared in this competition, but then that sometimes the silly mistakes what happens is it's a part of game, part of life. So
Absolutely.
we look at the star players, but then the star players also can make mistakes. So it's a team game basically. And I think whoever is playing or whoever plays should play as a team rather than playing as an individual.
Absolutely. So many factors are responsible, like in winning a game or losing a match. Yes, all our fingers crossed. Now, a delight for our fans, as always we do in our shows. One message from you in Malayali, Sushanth, and one message for you from the Bengali Babu. I mean, वैसे कभी आप बंगाल जाते हैं तो आपको बंगाली बाबू कह के बुलाया जाता है ना? I just want to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we start with Bengali.
Yes. Yes.
You want to
Starting me.
Who you want to start with, Bengal or Malayali first?
Bengal.
I think we should
Good
always
evening.
try to keep Bengali as the first choice and then Malayali. Okay. Anyways, Namaskar Kolkata, Ami Alvito Dikuna. Yes, আজকে আমরা সবাই জানি ব্রাজিল খেলছে সুইজারল্যান্ডের এগেইনস্ট। আমরা প্রচুর ব্রাজিলিয়ান ফ্যান্স আছে বিভিন্ন জায়গায়, আর স্পেশালি কলকাতাতে আমরা জানি ব্রাজিল মানে সবাই পাগল। ব্রাজিল আজকে জিতবে, আমরা সবাই প্রার্থনা করি যাতে ব্রাজিল জিতে। আজকের ম্যাচ শুধু নয়, কিন্তু এই বিশ্বকাপটা ব্রাজিলই জিতুক, আমরা সবাই চাই। কাম অন কলকাতা, কাম অন ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল, লেটস সাপোর্ট ব্রাজিল, লেটস উইন টুনাইট and let's win this World Cup. Namaskar, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that energy, giving that energy to all of our fans, all of the viewers of the show. Now, your turn.
This energy comes to me, especially when Brazil plays. So, that's the inner energy that I have in me for Brazil.
യെസ് സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ നമസ്കാരം. നമുക്കറിയാം ഇന്ന് ഏറ്റവും നല്ല മാച്ചുകളാണ് വേൾഡ് കപ്പിലെ. ഒരു സൈഡിൽ ബ്രസീൽ കളിക്കുന്നു, മറ്റേ മാച്ചിലാണെങ്കിൽ പോർച്ചുഗൽ കളിക്കുന്നു. ഒരുപാട് ആരാധകരുണ്ട് ഈ രണ്ട് ടീമിനും. നമുക്ക് ബ്രസീലിന്റെ മാച്ച് വളരെ ക്രൂഷ്യലാണ്. നല്ലൊരു ടീമാണ് ബ്രസീൽ, ഒരുപാട് ആരാധകരുണ്ട്. എനിക്കും ഇഷ്ടമാണ് ബ്രസീലിന്റെ കളി. അപ്പോൾ ബ്രസീൽ ജയിക്കട്ടെ, കാരണം ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിലെ ഫേവറേറ്റുകളാണ് അവര്. ഫാൻസിന് ഒരുപാട് ഡൈഹാർട്ട് ഫാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. അവർക്കെല്ലാം നല്ലൊരു സന്തോഷമായ ഒരു മത്സരം കൊടുത്തിട്ട് ബ്രസീൽ ജയിക്കട്ടെ. അപ്പുറത്താണെങ്കിൽ പോർച്ചുഗലിന്റെ ക്രിസ്ത്യാനോ റൊണാൾഡോന്റെയും പോർച്ചുഗലിന്റെയും ഒരുപാട് ആരാധകര്, അവരും നല്ലൊരു റിസൾട്ടാണ് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്. പോർച്ചുഗലിനും അതിന് സാധിക്കട്ടെ. എല്ലാവരുടെയും എന്താ പറയാ അതാണ് ഫുട്ബോളിൽ ഏറ്റവും വലുത്. അപ്പോ നല്ല മാച്ച്, രണ്ട് ടീമിനും ഓൾ ദി ബെസ്റ്റ് പറയുന്നു. അടിപൊളി ഒരു മാച്ച് കാണാനുള്ള ഇതുണ്ടാവട്ടെ. എല്ലാവരും ടേക്ക് കെയർ. താങ്ക് യു.
Wow, wonderful. And I would say thanks to both of you in Punjabi, because I'm a Punjabi. So one more language, I believe.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਨੂੰ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਸਮਝ ਤਾਂ ਆਈ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਨਾ, मतलब आप लोगों को समझ में तो आ ही जाएगा ना?
थोड़ा तो समझ में आ गया है.
Thank you so much both of you for joining in for the day. It was a pleasure having you on Sports Kira. Thank you once again. We are looking forward to doing some more wonderful shows with you.
Thank you to you, and thanks to
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
And thanks to all our
And
viewers.
please watch on us please watch on us on Jio Cinema.
Thank you so much.
Yes, definitely.
Bye.
I thought to watch you on Jio Cinema. On Sports Kira, वैसे better.
So, bye.
Bye. वैसे thank you to our viewers as well for tuning in to Ramco Cement Presents Sports Kira. The right product for the right application, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.